the F I just got.
Okay, y'all. We back with another one today. We got a special guest like always because all of my guests come up here be special to me.
That
You know what I'm saying? But we got a real cool special, right? A real special because we got Skunk, bro. I want you to introduce yourself, bro.
Yeah, what's going on, man? I'm Skunk, aka Mixedbyskunk. Skunk mixed it. Man, I've been engineering for almost 15 years. I came out here in Vegas like 4 years ago after my mom died from COVID.
Hold on, bro. Hold on, man. Just let them know. Don't give them too much. Right. Hold on. You breaking it down. Hold on. We gonna get there, bro.
Right.
Let's start off with Skunk, your name, bro.
Yeah, Skunk.
Let's start off you know what I'm saying? You an engineer. Let's talk about that, bro. Let's slow it down. You an engineer, right?
Mm-hmm. Hell yeah.
Nice.
Engineer extraordinaire, man. You know, mix sounds so good you can smell it. You hear me?
Yeah.
Hell yeah, man.
So when we come on a 7-day show, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, I like to teach people, you know what I'm saying? Right. I want you to really give out some game today. You know what I'm saying? Give out some game, Skunk, you know what I'm saying? Because you're an engineer, you're going crazy right now, right?
Right.
So let's break it down, bro. Okay?
Hell yeah. I mean, what do you want to know? Or where you want to start? Because
it's a lot.
Hell yeah, it's a lot to be an engineer. You got to train your ears. That's the worst part. You got to know what you're doing.
You got to train your ears?
Hell yeah. Training your ears is the most, the most important thing. And learning your fundamentals, understanding frequency spectrum, knowing the difference between 100 hertz, 1,000 hertz, 10,000 hertz, understanding, what those sound like, understand compression. Just a simple fundamentals that take you a long way in achieving a good sound, making sure your recording, you have a good recording. You can, if you got a good recording, even with a cheap mic, you can make the vocal mix sound pretty decent. Even with a cheap mic, if it's a good recording, it's there.
So you saying when you to become an engineer first, you gotta have a good ear for the music, like you need to know.
I mean, I ain't have a good ear when I started. I was just doing shit. I was just doing stuff like I was just off straight happiness and creativity, just figuring it out because I had a bad experience, and that's what made me get a studio. Because I was going to the studio.
You was rapping?
Yeah, I was rapping with my brother. Yeah. We had a rap group called Skunk Pack.
Skunk Pack?
Yeah.
So where you from, bro?
Cleveland, Ohio, man.
Cleveland. Oh, okay. So Cleveland, Ohio in this time.
Type shit. Yeah.
What is it about Cleveland, Ohio? They got hella good rappers. Like the musicians is just like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. I don't know.
Talented.
There's a lot of talent in Cleveland. I ain't gonna lie. It definitely is.
That's where Bone Thugs from.
Yeah, fact. Yeah.
It's like every time you hear somebody from Cleveland, like for real though, Ohio, they like super good. Like I like Al Pacino.
Oh damn, you know how Pacino is? That's what's up.
Man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, hell yeah. That's what's up. That's dope. Yeah, Al Pacino, he definitely from Cleveland, even the West Side.
Right.
That part. That's what's up.
Yeah. So it's something about Ohio. So you gotta train your ear to make good music. I be, when I think about engineering, you know what I'm saying? That's pretty much, what is that exactly? Because engineering is just...
It's like engineering is just making everything sound together and clear and where, it got emotion and vibe, That's what engineering. You taking recording and the beat, and then you make it a hit, like you could be a producer. Some engineers are producers too,
Yeah.
Not necessarily making beats, but how they can curate the song, how they can direct the artist, what I'm saying, to get that, what the people want to listen to. Like, heck yeah, some engineers, so I would consider myself more of a producer than an engineer because I don't make beats, but I just know what it takes to make a song go. Right. I have, the experience and the knowledge to execute, a good record, So, right. But training your ears probably, if I could tell anybody something that I didn't do, training your ears is probably the most aspect of engineering, you know.
Training your ear.
Hell yeah.
How do you get to like a top quality? Because some people like, when they make beats, like, because I used to not just make beats, but engineer, right?
Yeah.
When I used to engineer, I used to use like Fruity Loops.
Okay.
And then I use, that was to make beats.
Yeah.
But then I used like Acid back in the day.
Oh,
right?
you was Acid.
Remember that?
Yeah.
Acid and
that's crazy.
I forgot the other one.
Bro, really use what you talking about? What about
That's a program.
Sonar?
Yeah, Sonar.
You was probably using Cubase probably back then.
It was old ones, bro. I forgot. And then I started getting into the Pro Tools.
Okay. Oh, in your window? The window is in the window.
Was something like that. It was something like that. You onto it.
Damn. I'm trying to think. Logic? Nah, not Logic.
Logic, I remember that one too.
Okay.
You naming some.
Hell yeah, you got Reaper, Acid, Logic, Sonar. What's the Sonar? I forgot the name of that DAW. Damn. You got Propeller Head, Reason.
Let me ask you this. Does the program determine the quality of the music?
No, the engineer determined the quality of the music.
Okay.
Because I know dudes that can mix in Fruity Loops on the industry level. Yeah. A whole hit mixed in Fruity Loops.
Yeah.
Recorded too and all that. So it's just the engineer and knowing how to sequence your digital workstation, what they would call a DAW. You know what I'm saying? Like you were saying, all the programs we was just naming, those are DAWs, digital workstation, digital audio workstation.
Bro, how do you gotta go to school for this, bro? Because
you can, but I'm self-taught, so it's just
you don't have to go to school to learn about digital workstations.
Nah, hell no. You can go to YouTube University and they'll teach you all about it. You got videos from YouTube University. I did a lot of my years on YouTube University, having mentors and just, trial and error, figuring it out,
Why? Because you take it serious.
Yeah, my attention's there.
For real.
Heck yeah, I'm full time.
Okay.
Full time, I do this. Every single day I'm in the studio 16 plus hours.
Yeah?
I don't play no games.
Wow.
How else I'm going to get better?
Yeah.
Gotta put my, I gotta get my reps up, period.
So do you think somebody can okay, let me ask you this because I'll be curious, you do have like a Jay-Z and Beyonce and like Kanye West, like that type of stuff, right? I want to ask you how do you get on that level of the mixing, on that quality of music, you know what I'm saying? Like Kanye West, how does somebody get onto that level? What do you think?
I mean, a person being really, into their craft and really, studying the greats and emulating, what they see from people that inspire them and incorporate into their own, repertoire of their skill set when it comes to rapping or singing or doing both. That's what it takes, really just studying the greats and reflecting that in your music, definitely making sure whoever does your production is definitely on point because production is everything.
Production as far as making the beat?
Yeah.
So it's really about, is it really about the beat or is it about because I'm trying to understand how do you get on that level? Is it the beat? Is it the engineer? Is it
everything plays or everybody plays an integral part into a song being made. So because this is more than that, when you're in the industry, they got songwriters, vocal coaches, all them in the studio session. You get what I'm saying? You got writers, so
you can have a lot of people working on one song.
Pretty much. You have 10, 15, 20 people. Yeah.
You can have 10 people working on one song.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. You got 8, yeah.
So that's when it probably get to another level.
Yeah, that's when you thought that's the industry though. That's the industry.
You got 10 people working on one song. That's when you probably okay.
They got several producers working on. Yeah. Heck yeah. True. Yeah. Check out some of the production credits of some of them songs. You'll be surprised.
Wow. Okay. No bad. Yeah. Yeah, because I just be curious, but because I love music, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I did the song. I just love making music. It just sound cool. It just is cool. I like watching people engineer. Just all the lights and the colors.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? All the little buttons and all that is something cool.
Right.
How does that make you feel when you engineering? How does it make you feel, bro?
Man, I ain't gonna lie, man. Sometimes I lose track of time. I be in my own little world because You know, I always dance when I engineer.
Mhm.
So if I'm not dancing, then it's pretty much not a hit. Probably don't even want to mix it.
If you can't dance to it,
Yeah, I gotta be vibing, man. If I ain't moving my head, I ain't really, if I ain't catching it, at least move my head, enjoying the mix. I mean, the song be cool, but it ain't gonna stick with me. I did my job, but most records I have to make myself like it. So
right.
I lock in. I just lose track of what's going on sometimes. I'm in my own little world, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just forget about everything.
What made you like start doing it in the first place?
Man, so I was, like I said, I was an artist, and I was going to the studio called Top of the World Studios in the west side of Cleveland. Yeah, and I was doing 4 hour sessions at a time, tipping the engineer. I'm thinking the songs was mixed. My man's Watts. I'm like, hey, your song sound fire. Yeah. Were you like, what studio you went to?
Yeah.
Top of the World. I'm like, I'm like, my songs don't sound like that.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm spending all this money. My song's not good mixed. Never again.
Right. So that made you just want to
what? That was a wrap, man. I spent probably like $600 on a little cheap little setup.
Yeah.
Man, and started my journey.
$600, that's a cheap setup?
Yeah. Computer, microphone, interface.
That was it.
Yeah, with the DAW, with the cables. Yep, other set of headphones. That was it. It was a little cheap little setup. Little M audio speakers.
Oh yeah,
man,
I remember
I'm talking about those small joints, like man, bro. Yes, bro. Them things. Hey.
It worked though. Huh?
Had to start somewhere.
So you start rapping, and you just recorded yourself.
Yeah. Yep.
Do you still rap?
Nah, not really.
Because the engineering part was. You have more fun with that.
I was making more money. I'm like, dang, I'm making more money engineering than rapping. Yeah? And I'm like, yeah, I'm just engineer.
So that's why.
Yeah, made sense.
Because every time you engineer for somebody, you get paid. It's that simple.
And right? I wasn't making no money on my music, so I'm like,
because everybody wants to be a rapper. You never really hear people say, I want to be an engineer, right? Niggas want to be like Lil Wayne. They want to be like Drake. They don't never say, I want to be like, because what's the big engineer's names?
Leslie Brathwaite.
See, I don't know.
Chris Laura Algie.
See?
Jason Josiah.
See?
You know him. Devon Terrell. Mixed by L. Mix 305. Like, yeah, he engineered Rick Ross. Like, yeah, these dudes tough. They just they behind behind the scenes.
Why you think they behind the scenes? Why they ain't got no chain out there dancing to their
song? Need to.
Why they ain't got no chain dancing to their song?
Because they in fire studios making good money, engineering all the top rappers in the industry. So they don't necessarily have to be in the front.
They don't have to be in the front.
Nah, they don't got to at all.
It's a reason why they chose engineering.
Yeah.
Maybe because they a little bit more introvert.
Man, for real. Yeah. Engineers are big time introverts. I mean, we solo dolo heads. We always by ourselves. Most engineers I know always be by themselves.
Yeah.
The ones I know, most of the time they be solo dolo.
Because you just sit there, you kind of just lock in, you be in your own world.
Yeah, most of our engineers be single most of the time. Not a lot of them. A lot of engineers are single.
They be single.
Yeah, the lifestyle. I mean, lifestyle. You always in the studio.
You're not just chilling. Girl, huh?
I know some engineers got time. It's just they still be in the studio a lot, and it works within their relationship.
Do you think engineers they be so locked into where they like? Because you said 16 hours.
Man, I be so locked in. My phone don't be going. So I only go if somebody wants some studio time. So yeah, I just be in there. I got to be the best. So you got to sharpen your iron. It's like I'm a student. Mm-hmm. I don't never look at myself as a master. People like, yeah, you tough. I would say gratitude, but shoot, they don't even know. 4 hours ago, I did like 4-5 hours of studying. It's just like 4 a.m.
Yeah.
Got to sharpen that sword. Shoot, got to compete. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Got to compete.
So you feel like you're in a competition?
I mean, not necessarily like, do I feel like I am competing? I just know I feel my sound is good enough to compete, and I feel you come to me, you're going to get something that no other engineer in the world can give you. And that's just, and I stand on that. I have my own sound, and I'm comfortable with it, and I'm comfortable with learning and discovering more about it, my sound, and just stretch myself as much as I can with this music.
Cause you got your own sound.
Yeah.
Cause you don't make all the songs sound the same.
No, I can't. Nah, that's forbidden. Can't do that. No.
No.
Every song gotta have his own swag to it, his own identity. I cannot make something sound like
you don't like just copy and paste something.
Oh no, I ain't doing that.
No.
Nah, because every song different, every voice different. So the same settings may not work on that vocalist like it work on your vocal. You feel me?
Yeah.
So you might be rapping louder than the other person. So my process mixing their vocal is going to be completely different from mixing your vocal. Even in my approach, mixing is all about approach and concepts. It ain't about, oh, is this right or am I doing this wrong? I used to think that, but that's a bad habit.
That's what I'll be thinking. I'm thinking like with a song, because they say mix and master. So I'm thinking like, because even when you listen to like the radio, right?
Yeah.
Like all the song mixing sounds the same, right? Or no?
Nah.
When you listen to the radio, all the songs is kind of coming at you the same.
Nah, even they sound different. They still, some songs don't sound the same. No, they still sound different. They sound good level wise. Yeah.
All the levels is
that's mastering.
What's the same? The mastering is all the same.
No, I ain't gonna say the mastering is the same.
What's the same?
They just go in the they just stay in a similar ballpark range in mastering. See, the thing about mastering is when you can play your song on any playback system and it sounds good. Don't matter. Cheap speaker, expensive speaker, hi-fi system, headphones, earbuds, Bluetooth speakers, PA systems. It don't matter. Any playback system, even your controller, if it got a speaker in it.
Yeah.
That's master. It's gonna sound good.
So is there like TV. Is there certain things you gotta do? See, because mastering, because I used to mix, but mastering always confuses me. Like I'm still confused.
Mastering is a different process than mixing. Mastering is like the last 5 to 10%. That what you would call like the icing on top. The mixing takes the bulk of everything, pretty much.
So what do you got to do to master a song?
You gotta have your mix. Your mix definitely gotta be on point. You gotta have a good mix.
And then how do you master it then?
Well, it's man, it's just not a one way. It's just it's a process. Like I said, it's a process where they do like they final touches on the record, like the final EQ, final compression, maybe some multi-band compression or some multi-band limiting, or you might end up doing multi-band expansion. You get what I'm saying?
What is those?
Ooh.
What are those you're naming? What is that?
So man, like
a multi what?
So multi-band compression is compression a certain frequency zone. Within the frequency spectrum. So say if your mix is too boomy, you can use a multi-band compressor, and you could do the range between 200 hertz to 700 hertz, or between 500 hertz, 200 to 500 hertz. That's like where a lot of boominess is in the area. And then you can compress maybe a couple dB just to control it a little bit, so your mix could sound more clear, and it can make the vocals cut through a little bit better. It can make your low end sound more glued in together and hit better. It just depends. Or if your high end might be too brittle or might be too harsh, you can use a multi-band compression in the high range from 7K and up or 5K and up. You know what I'm saying? And that could tame the harshness. Like, just
know what, bro?
It's all kind of ways you can approach it. It's so many ways.
You talking, right?
Yeah.
I can tell you are an engineer because it sounds good. You know what I'm saying? For real, how you breaking down how it sounds for real, like for reals though.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? You gotta have a certain sound. See, that's what I'm saying. I used to make beats, so I can hear certain things.
Right.
How you saying it right, I can hear your passion. Right.
Real talk.
Into the music. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
How is that important? Like being passionate about something that you do though. Like, is that important?
Yeah, it's very important because it's like, what's something that you can do even if you could do it for free. Shoot, it was basketball, but since that's no longer my love. So the engineering, I could do this every day without even getting paid. and still enjoy it, because I like to make people feel, like happy that they got a good product and they feel that they can compete with other people in the industry, without feeling they gotta pay an arm and a leg just to get a good, decent sound, because people be paying like 1,500, 5,000, or 3,000, 800, 700, 500, 350 a mix.
You could get paid any amount, bro, like that.
Man, if you know your worth, your sound, and you know how well you can compete in the industry, you can charge whatever you want.
Yeah.
If you can compete with the big boys, you can charge whatever you want. You can charge your going rate. It just depends on your You gotta have confidence. So just you gotta pick your poison.
Yeah. No, for real. No, that's some real.
It's an investment. It's an investment doing music. I tell artists all the time. It's an investment. If you want to take it seriously, especially if you got to do a lot of studio time. That's why, in the name of the game is relationships in the music.
Relationships in music? Because you said it could take 10 people to make a damn song, right?
I'm trying to tell you, relationships is everything in the music industry. I think, the better you got good relationships with the appropriate connections in your network, you can move a record, and the record can do something just off your network alone, off the people you know. So, the goal is definitely rub elbows, shake some hands, and definitely, expose yourself out here. Go to the music conferences when they're in Atlanta, Vegas, and in LA or Texas or New York. You gotta get out there and you gotta, get in where you fit in and just start talking. Don't be too scared.
Let me ask you this, bro. What you know all this about the music, right? Tell me, what is your future goals in this music thing? Imagine yourself in the future mixing. Where do you want to be at, bro?
Honestly, I want to go. I want to actually just give back, to my community, man, and like have a facility where I'm actually teaching people either engineering, get some people I know, and they can teach people production, songwriting, teach people about the music industry. I actually want to have a center for that in my neighborhood. That's one of my goals. I know everybody, I want to, do the big artists and all that. I'm like, man, I'm trying to give the hopeless a fighting chance, especially when it comes to the music. It's something our people love to do. So why not, make like a community center where, you can teach people how to become resourceful doing music. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I think that's one of my main goals, But yeah.
A music center. No, that's dope, bro.
Yeah.
And then that actually passes down wealth to other people as well.
Yeah, so you want to sell drugs on the street? How about you just come let me see y'all do music, bro. You sound like you can rap. Just
you make a lot more money, especially you going crazy, yeah.
You ain't got to worry about the cops. No,
that's cool.
Make some steamers.
No, that's super cool. That's super cool, bro. That's super dope because a lot of people they just doing music because music they say it has a real evil element. You see what I'm saying? They say music have a real evil element. I believe it says something in the Bible about bad stuff with music, right? Because music, right, can influence, right? Just like you love dancing to the music, music can also make you cry. You know what I'm saying? So it's like another side of music. How do you feel about that? The other side of music, the bad part about music. Y'all know it's a good part about music, but have you ever thought about the bad side of
music? Yeah, well, it's duality. They both are necessary. They both, one can't have without the other. So they, light and dark, they all play its part, That's how I look at it. It has its purposes. Do I agree with it? Not necessarily, because it's creating a lot of degenerate, it's creating a degenerate generation. When you talk about the negative side of music, it's creating degeneracy within this upcoming generation, but you still got some people in that generation that's rapping against it. You know what I'm saying? So Yeah.
What do you say to a person that say you shouldn't be doing music, you should be doing something else?
You need to read this book called The Four Agreements.
What is it called?
Yeah,
What's it called?
you need to read this book called The Four Agreements. That book changed my life.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I don't agree. That's why I don't agree to. I don't. That's why I don't. Most of the time, I don't really agree with people because, like, a lot of times you got to be careful what you agree to. You know, because like, say you it's a song you listen to and it make you happy as hell. You just sing that, man. You might sound horrible, but bro, when you singing that song, you as happy as a motherfucker, right? But when your mom like, man, you sound horrible. Can you please be quiet?
Yeah.
You can be like, what the? Like that, I'm just about to sing my banger. But you're gonna agree to that. And then the next time you're just gonna be quiet and listening to it, like not even singing the words because somebody said something in contrast to your experience. And it's like that's what they talk about in the Four Agreements. So somebody telling somebody don't rap and do something else,
right?
Can't nobody tell you what your fate is. So I wouldn't necessarily be trying to listen to them type of people. If you feel you got a shot with it, man, better be like Steph Curry, man, just shoot your shots. If you really feel you got a fighting chance with the music, go for gusto. I say put our best on yourself. But I wouldn't be listening to the outside noise, especially with people on the other side of what you're doing.
Especially if you love music.
Can't nobody take your joy away from you.
Because music is joy.
To a lot of people, it's a universal language that brings us all together.
Yeah, because we can enjoy some music from a different. We don't know what they're saying, but it's kind of like a head bopper.
You feel me? Like, hey, you hear that thing moving? Like, hey, I don't know what they doing, but
music kind of connects everybody in a certain way.
On facts,
you know, even like when you watch boxing or whatever, they singing their national anthem. Everybody, we all feeling that.
Yeah,
we don't know what they saying.
That part.
You know what I'm saying?
That part.
That's what's up, bro. No, that's dope, bro. Yeah, but we don't be on here too long, bro. You know what I'm saying? We just be going crazy, bro. I appreciate you coming out here. I learned a lot right now.
You already know, bro.
You got said some stuff, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm just trying to drop my little tidbit, man,
And pretty much if you have passion for it, you don't even need to go to school or nothing. You can just do it and make some money.
Apply yourself. Just apply yourself and just take it a day at a time, man, and let it compound over the years. That's the most important thing, but 14 years came by quick. I mean, I'm not reminiscing like, dang, I was in college like almost.
Yeah.
I was in college like that long ago, damn near. Like, wow, look at all the time that passed. So I just really tell people just to, don't look at, how long it's gonna take me. Just take it a day at a time. Just take it a day at a time, and be good to yourself. You just lock in.
Bless you.
Man, yeah, allergies.
No, you all good, bro. Dang. All right, bro. Let them know, bless you. Let the people know, bro, where they can find you and they can follow you, bro. They want to tap in, they want to get a tight ass mix.
Mixed by Skunk, Mixedbyskunk. You can find me on Instagram. That's and I ain't really on Facebook. So Instagram is where you can mainly find me. You want to get your songs mixed. You can hit me up on my DM on my Instagram, or you can email me spsbooking05@gmail.com. I'm looking for new artists. If you want somebody to take your sound to the next level, tap in. I appreciate 7Day for bringing me here, just to, show my talents to the world and to hopefully, I can inspire and encourage, upcoming and emerging engineers in the next generation. So, and I appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah, and most definitely. And we're gonna be like, remember we look back on the interview and now you got your spot.
That part.
You know what I'm saying? Now you really got your plays.
Right. That part.
Yeah, I appreciate you, Will, bro, as well. Thank you for coming on the show, teaching us about, mixing and everything like that.
Yeah, you already know.
It's really important, man, to reach your goals, bro. So good looking, bro.
You already know the vibe.
Hey, man, it's been another 7-day show, man. I appreciate the people coming out, tapping in. You know what I'm saying? We're going crazy. Mixed by Skunk, though.
Sersky. Steve Merville, USA.